here in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at his 4. Breaks a tackle. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Watch 57. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Bravo! 57 Mike. Mike 57. Marcus, defense, Marcus. Real. Mike 57.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 24, check 24.
Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Geno Atkins in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, Alpha. 57.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Landry. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Back two, Mike back two. Got one. Switch. Check 50. Hurry.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Baker Mayfield, in all likelihood, is going to be seeing a lot of these Cincinnati Bengals in the coming years, twice this season. And he got off to a great start last year as a rookie against Cincinnati. 7 touchdown passes, no interceptions, and 2 wins. They'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
57.
Mayfield to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone, but sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hurry. Regular. Check Mike 57. Hurry. Here we go. 57, Mike 57. Hey, keep it up.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 20. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Hands up. All day, dog. Hatchet.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line. The end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hurry. 57, run. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he completes it to Hunt. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
180. 52's the mark. All day, every day, any day.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On third down, Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 14-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Hey. 91 is the mic. Mike 91.
Now Mayfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Watch the up, Jeff.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Watch the pass. Check 91. 91 is the Mike.
From the 45 on second down, Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 52.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 52. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You go tight. You got tight.
Hey, alert 33.
Kill. Hey, turn.
Hey, echo.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42.
First down, Browns.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Flush to his right. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Dalton here from the gun. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I'm coming after you.
Dalton. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, yeah.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
93, 52, 93, 44, hands up.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. A big play there for Cincinnati. 63 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body, getting to him before he can get started.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Let's get off the field. Check.
Regular.
Get wide. 51.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Rodney Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. No game on this defense. No game. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check that.
From the gun, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that
He
what
would have
it is?
kept it on the ground.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
58 to Mike. Watch the run.
From the gun, Dalton, and the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Fielded at about the 28. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, time.
Mayfield now from the 50. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Past the 20. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you said,
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check, Mike, 56.
Hurry, hurry!
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
and because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Brings up third down.
2-by-2. Move!
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hands up! Lady!
51 to Mike. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Hey, 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 hey!
Alert 3.
Hands up!
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Steps away to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Green brings it in. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Watch the run.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still...
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
3 down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. He's got Green. 16 yards, a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Hands up. Lead.
Come on, D.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Wait!
Yo.
Regular.
Again, it's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie there to bat that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Carlos Dunlap has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 17. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Cincinnati, the win means they'll finish in double digits.